I tore my ACL in April, so I hope that I am able to get back and play this year. And my goals for life are to be happy. And what I'll remember most about being a Sailor is my time with my team and all the team dinners that we've had and all the opportunities they've taken to make fun of me. My name's Katie. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Dude, all next time I see you.
Steamboat Sailors Basketball on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Tampa Valley Bank.
Hot Stuff Parts at Home.
Alpine Lumber.
Celebration.
Mountain View Car Wash. Steamboat Ace Hardware.
Russell's Auto Salon.
Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental.
And the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
Steamboat Sailors Basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Basketball.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the Sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Steamboat Resorts not only offers a large array of properties that can host your next Steamboat vacation, we have been giving back to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. Steamboat Resorts and its local employees have been partnering with our community since 1980, from Sailor Sports to the Pro Rodeo Series, Route County 4-H, and Yampa Valley Sustainability Council, to name just a few. Call us at 879-8000 or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, your local lodging leader.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Hi, I'm Rose Epstein, and I'm a junior at Steamboat Springs High School. I'm number 32, and I play the post position. I've played since middle school and all throughout high school so far. I also like to mountain bike in the summer and hang out with my friends. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in helping my brother who's special needs. In 10 years, I see myself in school, just working probably and trying to make a living. My favorite subject in school right now is math, probably because it's a challenge, but I also really like it. My favorite movie is Bridesmaids because it's all I can always laugh. Last summer, I mountain bike raced like every weekend, and it was super fun. My favorite race was probably Powderhorn because we had a lift service access, and I got second place. My goal for this season is to average more points than I did last year, probably 2 points a game. What I'll remember most about being a Sailor is all my friends I made and the sports that keep us a family. I'm Rose Epstein, I'm a junior in high school, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Literally every single
Sunday, Drew Lock and the Broncos take on the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
What a throw by Drew Lock.
On the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Heard on AM 55 Country and brought to you by Alpine Lumber, Central Park Liquor, Cook Chevrolet, Yampa Valley Bank of Steamboat and Craig, Doc's Auto Clinic, Victory Motors, and Builders First Source. Bringing you Broncos football on AM 55 Country.
I'm Terry, and this is Phil from Russell Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Celebrations, formerly known as In Celebration of Kids, is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 7. Check out the brand new candy store with nostalgic goodies and awesome additions to the arcade like air hockey, Dig Dug, and more. Celebrations has a great selection of kids' toys, apparel, and gifts. The cafe upstairs offers 25 flavors of Hawaiian shaved ice. Book your party today at steamboatcelebrations.com or call 879-3333. Celebrations, located in downtown Steamboat. Fun for kids of all ages.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
I'm Parker Lindquist. I'm a sophomore at Steamboat Springs High School. I'm number 35 on the basketball team, and I'd say I play power forward. So this year is going to be my first year playing on the varsity team. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in Venue Church. I volunteer there and I'm a participant. I'm not really sure where I'd like to go to college so far. We'll just see where life takes me. I'd love to play in college if given the opportunity. Basketball for sure. In 10 years, I'm not exactly sure where I see myself, to be honest with that. My favorite subject in school is I like computer science. That's a good one. My favorite movie, Ghostbusters. It's just full action. Love it. Last summer I worked at Carl's. It's a good work environment. And I hung out with friends a lot. My goal for this season is to get comfortable with varsity game speed and total massive boards. My goals for life are, my main goal is just to be happy. What I remember most about being a sailor is bus rides and hanging with the boys for sure. My name is Parker. I'm a sophomore. I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
That's so unfortunate.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
Hot Stuff Hearth & Home is locally owned and operated, featuring all things heat, fireplaces, stoves, outdoor living, and more, and always providing quality expert service. Give them a call today at 879-7614 to schedule a service appointment or consultation for a whole new look. Hot Stuff proudly supports Steamboat Sailors basketball and are happy to keep the locals in the valley safe and warm. Hot Stuff Hearth & Home, located just off of Highway 40 next to Walgreens. This Sunday, the City of Steamboat, along with Howells & Hill and Steamboat Radio, invite you to ski for free. The popular Ski Free Sunday is supersized this weekend as our historic ski area hosts its first Super Ski Free Sunday of the season. The mega-sized version of Ski Free Sunday takes place once a month and brings together food, music, craft beer, and great merchandise from local partners like Mountain Tap Brewery, Ohana, Honey Stinger, and more. Enjoy the slopes and fresh snow. Absolutely free. Beer sales support the Howells & Hill Endowment Fund. All you need to do is stop inside the historic Howells & Hill Lodge to pick up your free ticket. And with every free ticket, you'll also receive a free Stinger waffle, the perfect fuel for a fun day on the slopes. Don't miss this supersized Free Ski Sunday. This Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Join me, Brian Harvey, as I kick things off at 10 a.m., followed by live music at 12. Super Free Ski Sunday is brought to you by the City of Steamboat Springs, Howells & Hill, and the SteamboatRadio.com family of radio stations.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Sam Campbell, and I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm number 45, and I play post and center. I've been playing for 8 years, and I also like to play soccer, and I run cross country. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in orchestra. I play the violin. I've played it for 11 years. I'd like to go to college at Duke or UW, and I don't think I'll play anything in college, maybe intramurals, and probably either soccer or basketball. basketball. In 10 years, I see myself working in the field for marine biology, and my favorite subject in school is either Spanish or AP Bio. My favorite movie is Free Solo because it's super dramatic, and I love the people in it, and the soundtrack is amazing. Last summer, I went to a marine biology camp in North Carolina for 2 weeks, and we stayed at UNC Wilmington and did a whole bunch of field work on the beaches in North Carolina, so that was super cool. My goal for the season is to work on my shot form and become consistent, and my goals for life are being successful and happy. What I will remember most about being a sailor is all of the people that I play sports with. Like, I love the teams and I love the coaches, and just the team culture is amazing. My name's Sam Campbell. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Beardorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice of homeowners.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
Man, do I love card night. You ready, boys? You got a king?
Go with that.
Oh, come on. This is WWE superstar Titus O'Neil. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Shelby, and I'm a senior, and I'm number 30. I'm a shooting guard. I've been playing for 10 years. I also like to play lacrosse, and I run cross country. Outside of school, I'm involved with Youth Inspiring Change, and I volunteer at the animal shelter. I would like to go to CU, school bus. And I will not be playing in college. Maybe like a hiking club, rock climbing club, who knows. In 10 years, I see myself in the wilderness, guiding people through the mountains. My favorite subject in school is science because I love factual information and it's to the point. My favorite movie is Forrest Gump because it's a classic. Last summer, I went to Thailand and did conservation and sustainability within the local people and the elephants. And my goal for the season is to work well together and win some games. And my goals for life are to be successful in everything I do and hopefully travel the world and save the planet, you know? What I will remember most about being a sailor is the family, the friendship, the lessons I learned. My name is Shelby Weiss. I'm a senior and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This Sunday, the city of Steamboat, along with Howelson Hill and Steamboat Radio, invite you to ski for free. The popular Ski Free Sunday is supersized this weekend as our historic ski area hosts its first Super Ski Free Sunday of the season. The mega-sized version of Ski Free Sunday takes place once a month and brings together food, music, craft beer, and great merchandise from local partners like Mountain Tap Brewery, Ohana, Honey Stinner, and more. Enjoy the slopes and fresh snow absolutely free. Beer sales support the Howelson Hill Endowment Fund. All you need to do is stop inside the historic Howelson Hill Lodge to pick up your free ticket. And with every free ticket, You'll also receive a free Stinger waffle, the perfect fuel for a fun day on the slopes. Don't miss this supersized Free Ski Sunday. This Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Join me, Brian Harvey, as I kick things off at 10 a.m., followed by live music at 12. Super Free Ski Sunday is brought to you by the City of Steamboat Springs, Allison Hill, and the SteamboatRadio.com family of radio stations.
I'm Terry, and this is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you? A, it's spiritual.
Where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or C, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have to.
Twinsies!
I kinda love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Steamboat Sailors Basketball on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Yampa Valley Bank,
Hot Stuff Hearth at Home,
Alpine Lumber,
Celebration, Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Russell's Auto Salon,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental,
and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
Steamboat Sailors Basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Basketball.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's your voice of Sailors basketball. I'm Lowen Epstein. Thanks for joining me here tonight. Alongside me in the booth, Ryan Hansen at Kelly Meek Gymnasium here on this fine Friday, December night. Steamboat Springs Sailors looking to advance in this hometown tournament against a tough Conifer Lobos team. Ryan, how are you this evening? I know we just got off the call with the girls team. I'm excited for this boys game. Yeah, it's good shit. We're in for a good one, that's for sure. A rematch of last year's championship game in this very tournament. So the Sailors squeaking out a tough win yesterday, and on the other side of the bracket, the Conifer Lobos dominating their opponent. What do you think we're going to see from this game today? I know that they have 6'8" Ocean Hagman on their team. He'll be going toe-to-toe with our 6'7" center, Eric Pollard. I mean, this could be a matchup for the ages. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Eric certainly has the bronze, but Ocean certainly has the experience. So it'll be a nice matchup in the low post, but also keep your eye out for matchups like Ethan Piles and Connor Hansen getting switched onto some bigger guys, maybe making stuff happen off the dribble tonight. Connor Hansen, your brother, talk about him for a moment. I know that he's more of a facilitator. He's a good passer. He's a good three-point shooter, but he's also a senior on this team that really needs to take that leadership role, take that next level to where he can get to a point where he can become the next Tyler Dorn or the next Aiden Canals. What does he need to do to up his game? Yeah, exactly. Like you said, you know, he's not going to be the next Mac Riniker by any means, but, you know, stepping into that leadership role, like you said, Tyler Dorn, Aiden Canals come to mind, of just contributing to the team in every way that he can, kind of really getting everybody open, making everybody get those high percentage looks that Mike's really looking for with these guys. The other thing we're seeing tonight we haven't seen this season, making his season debut, is Jake Kreisig, the 6'4" junior. Talk about him for a moment. I know you've spent a lot of time around him. Jake's a talented player. He's a big, tall guy, but he's got handles and he can shoot. Yeah, Jake Kreisig approaching the 6'6", 6'7" mark with Eric Pollard, but man, he can stroke it. Like, he has one of the best three-point strokes on our entire team, and, you know, he's a very, very dynamic scorer with his length and just, off the dribble, he can do so many different things. He can pull up, shoot it, he can drive all the way to the lane. He can get anywhere he wants to. Just coming off of some sickness, so we're not going to see him getting the start tonight, but hopefully we'll see him early on. So here we go, the battle of the heavyweights as Eric Pollard's going toe-to-toe with Ocean Hagman, 6'7", the senior, for the tip-off. Granger Rowan, Connor Hansen, Dawson Lindquist, Ethan Piles rounding out your starting five for the Sailors. And right off the tip, there's going to be a whistle. And it looks like Conifer is going to start with this ball. Illegal tip there from Eric. I don't think you can tip it twice.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did. So the Lobos getting us started off here. It is going to be Landon Wallace into Ocean Hagman. Hagman, the 6'7", like I said, he's huge. It's going to be a fun matchup, him versus Eric Pollard here tonight. It's going to be tough to take Eric out of the game. He's going to have a lot of minutes, I can tell you that. So here we go, Elijah Cook. Pull up Jay, no good. And that's going to be a rebound gathered by Pollard. He had a double-double just last night, Eric did. And on the other end, here's Dawson Lindquist for three. Immediately pulls it. No good there. So the Lobos donning their all-green uniforms, gray lettering, gray piping down the sides, and gray numbers, as he couldn't get to the rack there. That was Alex Ainsworth. Sailors control it. Granger Rowan has it in the corner along the baseline. Now over to Eric Pollard. Pollard, he's got a wide open lane. Instead, he chooses to throw it around the horn. Connor Hansen now has it. It's going to be over to Dawson Lindquist. Far side top corner. Piles for three. He misses that one. He's hit him before, though. And now we're back the other way with Landon Wallace. Wallace is going to give this ball over to Ainsworth. Ainsworth for three. Rims out. No good. Hansen now going to try to set the pace here. Sailors wearing their all-white uniforms, red numbers, red letters. Connor Hansen's going to shift this over to Piles. Piles, number 5, the junior, originally from Arkansas. Came here. He's been a good pickup for this Sailors team. I mean, he has made a difference ever since he walked in here sophomore year. Missed shot there from Hansen. Tried the deep ball. Still 0-0. 2 minutes run off the clock now. 6 minutes ago in the first quarter. It's going to be Landon Wallace. Wallace, the senior, gives this one over to Ainsworth. Now inside it's going to be Hagman. Let's see what Hagman can do. He's got Pollard on him. Instead they wrap it back. Wallace for three. Top of the key. Nothing doing there, and the Sailors come away with it. So a good job of crashing the boards here early for the Sailors.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric Pollard and Ocean both kind of getting used to having a similar sized player as Connor Hansen misses the long three.
Lobos back on the other end. Wallace drives in, kicks it out. Here's Elijah Cook for three. Can't get that to go either. So a three-point contest as Hansen gets wrapped up. They call the jump ball. And this will be awarded to the Sailors. So a three-point shooting contest here to start this one off. Haven't seen much of Pollard or Hagman yet as they've kind of canceled each other out. Here's Ethan Piles splitting the defense. Almost gets called for the travel. Crowd wanted it. And Connor Hansen now back to Piles. Piles top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. He gives it to his left. That's going to be Granger Rowan. In the corner, it's Hansen. Back up to Rowan. Almost gets it stolen away. Rowan drives in, back out to Hansen. He's going to take the baseline, go up for the layup, and that's going to be blocked by Hagman. But he does draw the foul, and Connor Hansen heads to the line, shooting too.
A nice little mid-air hesitation to draw Hagman down on the block there. Really drawing that contact, getting into him to get to the line, knowing he's going against a much taller defender.
Yeah, and anytime you're going against someone the size of Hagman, it's pretty easy to draw a foul. I mean, the refs just see a whole lot of arms and a lot of contact, even if it wasn't necessarily a foul. And I think that the Sailors are probably going to play off that all night tonight.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right. They're one of the main people he wants to take out because as soon as Hagman's out, most of their size is gone. They're a smaller team. Getting some mixed matches with Pollard would be really nice on the inside.
So Hansen hits both free throws. He goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. First couple of buckets on the board for either team. Sailors take a 2-0 lead with 5:13 to go in the first. Here we go now. It's going to be Landon Wallace. Wallace donning number 0 for the Lobos. Gives it inside. Now they work it across court. Alex Ainsworth, 3-ball, no good. Up at the rebound. Ocean Hagman's able to pick it away from Pollard. Now they just restart, and it's going to be Hagman at the top of the key. Hagman drives it with his left hand, puts up a layup, and that one goes. 2-2 now. I'm not sure what the call is here. I think the Lobos thought they had stolen the ball away off the inbounds pass and then scored again, but the refs are going to say no, and Coach Van Dahl is going to have a timeout.
Yeah, Van Dahl with the timeout right before kind of a easy pass in.
Lucky play.
Landon Wallace with the heads-up play, though, getting the steal there. Could have been kind of detrimental to the Sailors early on there. And Landon Wallace, certainly a player to look out for tonight because he can stretch the floor and create for others better than most players in this tournament.
Shout out to my buddy Jasper right here running our camera for all you guys watching on our SteamboatRadio.com live stream. As the Sailors come out of the timeout, it looks like Granger Rowan's going to throw this ball in. Rowan, number 21, the junior, had a great season last year on JV and had a little bit of varsity time. He's a good shooter, and I'd like to see him pull up from mid-range sometime tonight, even three-point.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been working his confidence all offseason. You know, he never wanted to be that guy that took all the shots, per se. But he finally found he's one of the more talented players we have, super talented on the defensive end, and look for him to be guarding some of the better players on the opposition.
So the refs discussing pack of zebras at center court as Sailors are going to inbound this ball. 4:51 on the clock, game tied at 2. These are two powerhouse teams at this tournament. I think the only other one that you could argue is Colorado Academy, who was upset in a huge way today by the Western Slope Conference own Eagle Valley. Eagle Valley in a close one there. They beat them by just 3 points on a 3-point shot that. Did you watch that game?
I didn't get to see the end of the
Eagle Valley hit a 3-pointer with 5 seconds on the clock to win the game. Pretty incredible. So if the Sailors win this game here tonight, they will move on to play Eagle Valley in the championship game tomorrow. If they were to lose this game, they would play Colorado Academy in the third-place game. Sailors girls dropped to 0-2 on the season after they lost today as well. They'll play tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the 7th and 8th place game. Couple of Sailors checking in here. It's Jackson Metzler and Devin Crawford. Connor Hansen and Ethan Piles, the two seniors, going to take a seat. Interesting move there from Coach Van Dahl. Not sure why he did that, but obviously he wants to change it up. 4-2 after the Lobos get a nice little lay. And here's Pollard, and he's denied by Hagman. And that's his first taste of what 6'8 feels like right in your face. And here we go now on the other end for the Lobos. Hagman, top of the key. He drives in. Oh, that's Steps. That's got to be Steps, and indeed it is. He gets called for the travel, and the Sailors have it going back the other way. Man, Eric Pollard, he thought he was going to have something there, but Hagman, who we talked about, he's got a lot of experience. And don't get me wrong, Pollard's just as big as him, just as strong as him, but this kid is a senior in high school, and he's been starting on this team since he was a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Devin Crawford, work it around. It's going to be Dawson Lindquist. Lindquist up top. He gives it over to Jackson Metzler, the junior. Metzler over to Rowan. Rowan looking for someone to go with it, trying to get Pollard on the inside, posting up, but Hagman will not let him. So it's going to be Lindquist taking it into his hands. He calls the play. He's at the top of the key. He's got 2 on him. That's Elijah Cook. That's Landon Wallace. Now it's going to be Devin Crawford back over to Lindquist. He drives in, puts up a floater, and he just airballs that away. And now he's going to get the tie up in the corner. They call it jump ball, and they give it to the Lobos.
Dawson Lindquist with some good hustle there, chasing down his own rebound, getting the tie up. So hopefully next tie up, then we will get the next possession.
Steamboat student section, showing out big here tonight, as this is a big Friday night matchup for the Sailors. Landon Wallace works it around to Elijah Cook. Cook now, he's guarded by Devin Crawford. Back to Wallace, near side top corner. Rowan on him. 3:15 and counting. 4-2. Lobos up. Here's Wallace driving in. Nice little 6-foot J right there. Make it a 6-2 game. So Lindquist is going to handle it. Cross-court pass over to Devin Crawford. Thought about pulling the 3. Instead sends it to Metzler for 3, and he buries that one. Jackson Metzler, his first points as a varsity player come from a corner 3, and he rings the bell. Wallace over to Hagman. Drives in. Working versus Pollard. Kicks it out. No good there. On the shot from Cody Jacobson, there's going to be a whistle, and the Sailors take possession. And now checking in for the first time this season is going to be Jake Kreisig, and he's got to be the most exciting player on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he is at all times.
Everything he can do on the offensive end, he can really give you whatever you want. He's even got post work. Knowing that his size, he can take advantage of the matchups he gets when he pulls out all these moves on the big men.
So here's Kreisig. He's going to dish it out to Piles. Piles now cross-court over to Metzler. In the corner, it's going to be Kreisig. Kreisig back up top, and he throws it away. That's a turnover. Elijah Cook's going to drive in, kick it out now, give it over to Hagman. Big man shoots the 3, and he can't get it to go home. Timeout from Coach Van Dahl. Another one, 6-5, 2:13 left to go in the first. What do you think he's saying? You know him better than I do.
Coach Van Dahl definitely in this situation calling a timeout to stop the clock and tell his guys to stop quick shooting it, turn the ball. Because every time the ball can change sides, that opens up so many more looks that the offense can get, whether it be a drop-down pass to Eric in the low post or maybe a cross-court pass to maybe Jackson in the corner. As you saw, he just hit that nice corner three there.
Nice corner three from Jackson Metzler, and I really like the demeanor that Metzler brings to the table. He's just so calm, and he just seems so confident. You talk to him before the game, and it doesn't seem like there's anything in the world that could bother him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got a stone-cold mentality, to the definition. He's very unbothered, but also keeps his cool in times of pressure, like getting his first varsity minutes, for example.
So here's Ethan Piles. Looks inside, tries to find Pollard, immediately sends it back out. Crawford for three, and the young juniors making it go home, baby. Devin Crawford, Jackson Metzler, it doesn't matter because we're making it rain. 8-6, Sailors take the lead. They kick it out, the Lobos do. Free ball on the other end, that's good too. Tucker Lack answering. Piles sends it over around the horn. And there's going to be a whistle called here. An illegal screen. I think they're going to get Jake Kreisig for that one.
Yeah, Jake Kreisig on the illegal screen. Said he got his elbow into it there.
I'm not sure if I completely agree with that call. $1:41 on the clock in the first quarter. 9-8 Sailors down. It's going to be Elijah Cook taking it up for the Lobos. Cook gives it over to Landon Wallace. Wallace looking for Hagman, and he goes for the alley-oop pass. What a find from Landon Wallace as Hagman just elevates for the nice tip-in. Here's Crawford in the corner now. He throws it away. Fast break opportunity. It's Elijah Cook for the Lobos. He misses the layup. Hagman's there to gather the rebound. Blocked by Devin Crawford. He capped him before he could even get it off. And now they're just going to restart with Landon Wallace at the top of the key. Wallace going to back up. He's got Crawford on him. Wallace looking for the opening. Hagman not in the post. He's actually outside. Now it's Elijah Cook. Give it over to Hagman. And that ball goes out of bounds. Not even Hagman's big wingspan could reach out to grab that one. 55 seconds on the clock. Sailors down by 3, 11-8. Ethan Piles is going to handle it as he takes it across midcourt. He gathers the play call from Coach Van Dahl, and now let's see if he can make it happen. It's going to be Connor Hansen trying to work it around. Goes down to the near side. That's going to be Jackson Metzler. Back up top to Hansen. Hansen over to Piles. Piles slowing things down. Piles works it around to the far side. Sailors looking for anything right now as they're trying to cap this quarter off with an exclamation point. Hansen with 15 seconds on the clock. 11-8. It's Lindquist. The countdown commences. Here comes Piles. Crossover dribble. Top of the key. Gives it back to Hansen. Work it around the horn. In the corner. Lindquist takes the three. Air ball. And that'll do it for this first quarter of action as the final buzzer sounds. And the Sailors down 11-8 in what is looking to be a solid defensive game.
Yeah, absolutely, Lowen. And you're seeing some younger players get into the game here. Devin Crawford and Parker Lindquist both getting minutes in the first quarter there.
And Devin Crawford and Jackson Metzler both hitting big threes.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 threes that actually, 2 guys that were on the JV in Devin Crawford's case on the C team last year. 2 guys coming up with the majority of the points right now.
You putting them on blast on live radio.
No, it was very.
No, you're right. Both of these guys neither of them have really gotten serious minutes before. So to see a young kid like that come in and not really be nervous, and because you know from anyone how hard it is to shoot a 3-pointer when you're shaking. It doesn't work.
Yeah, absolutely. Those nerves can easily get to anyone, and just to see Devin and Jackson both spot up like that, no fear, and just let it fly and just ring it right in.
So after one, Sailors down 11-8. With big shots from Devin Crawford and Jackson Metzler, just like we were saying. Eric Pollard having a tough go at things in the first quarter as he has been pretty well handled by Ocean Hagman.
Yeah, Hagman putting his experience to work there, trailing Eric all over the paint, making sure he doesn't get open anywhere.
Piles is going to kick off the second quarter. It's going to be worked over to Connor Hansen. Hansen on the far side, top corner, pump fake, looks for somewhere to go, gives it inside to Lindquist, and he's going to get it stolen away from him. Lindquist gets pickpocketed by Elijah Cook, and now the Lobos are back the other way. Landon Wallace in the corner to Lack. Tucker Lack with his second of the game. Unbelievable. Tucker Lack, the 5'11" senior, has just been dominating so far from behind the arc as Eric Pollard gets denied again by Hagman. They kick it out. Could have been a foul on Connor Hansen. Cook just loses it for a moment. Hagman handles it, going against Pollard. Crossover dribble, drives in, kicks it out. Cook, pump fake. He's going to give it back to Lack. Thought about taking it again. Hagman in the corner. He's going to drive the baseline. Can he get up for it? And that's going to be an and one play. No, the Sailors get the charge. No, they do not. I thought they got the charge for a moment. So it is an and one play. And Hagman gets the bucket. He'll have a chance at one more. Sailors getting doubled up here, 16-8.
Conifer out here doing a great job of stretching the floor, getting Eric Pollard out of the paint, using Ocean as a ball handler here, getting people open out of these cuts to the post and then passing it back out to the corner. As you saw, Ben Lack with 2 threes already from quick passes out of the post there.
Yeah, Ben Lack, the brother of Tucker Lack, who's hit 2 big threes in this game. Sailors are going to handle the ball now. It's going to be Ethan Piles moving right to left on your radio dial. Piles sends it down low to Lindquist. He's going to drive the baseline. Lindquist gets doubled up by 2. Still tries to go up for it, and he gets the foul and the bucket and one. Dawson Lindquist, big-time players, big-time plays. The senior comes in, puts the Sailors in double digits, 16-10.
Yeah, great move there. Shot fake, spin, shot fake again. You know, Coach Van Dahl always preaches having counters to your counters to your counters. And as you can see there, Dawson surely putting them to work.
Lindquist to make it a 3-point play, no good. Eric Pollard tips it out. Cook's there to get it for the Lobos. Elijah Cook, crossover dribble, working versus Hansen. He's going to dish this one over to Landon Wallace. He drives in. He's got Pollard on him. Cook now. Right-hand drive. Gives this one out to Alex Ainsworth. He goes up for it. No good there. Rowan comes down with the board. 16-10, 6:32 to go in the first half. Lindquist finds the lane, and he makes it all.
Lindquist already tying his game high from yesterday with 4 points at back-to-back possessions.
Lindquist makes it a 4-point game. Here's Tucker Lack. Thought about hitting the step back, but realized he's not James Harden. Gives it over to Cook. Now he drives in, puts up a floater. That one doesn't go either, and it's Pollard getting tied up underneath the hoop. Crowd loves it. As the Sailors win the jump ball, and they're awarded possession here. 6:07 to play, 16-12. Here's Ethan Piles, number 5 for your boys in white. Piles, top of the key, works it over to Granger Rowan, near side top corner, now inside to Lindquist. Lindquist pump fakes, gives it back to Piles. He goes in between his legs, looks inside, finds Hansen on the outside, 3 ball, and he can't let it ring as that misses everything. Now Landon Wallace. Nice move to get to the rack. Sends it out to Tucker Lack. 3 ball. Got it. Oh my goodness. Tucker Lack. 3 for 4 from behind the arc tonight. Piles trying to answer it. And he does. Gives the crowd the Jordan shrug and hustles back into the defensive zone. Ethan Piles. What a shot. 19-15. Sailors down. It's Ainsworth, over to Wallace. He's working versus Pollard. That means Hagman somewhere to be found. And it's Elijah Cook for 3. Got it. Elijah Cook with another one, 22-15, and that'll be enough for Coach Van Dahl to take a timeout. We're seeing a lot of wide open threes here, Ryan. If you're Van Dahl, obviously there's questions about closing out faster and staying on your man a little bit better, but what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, I think Coach Van Dahl is definitely going to be looking to obviously get better closeouts. We're getting a lot of long closeouts, and then a drive past that, and the kick is a wide open 3. But also, not only that, but Landon Wallace is dismantling this defense, just driving, probing, doing everything he can do to get his teammates open. And as you saw in that last possession, jumping out of bounds, the turn, Arenado-style throw back in for the open three there. Really getting him up early in this game.
Dawson Lindquist working with Jackson Metzler. Lindquist is going to run point guard here for the Sailors. Stutter step, goes behind the back, shakes off a defender, hits Devin Crawford outside, three ball, got it. That is pretty basketball. Let me tell you that, if you don't like that, you don't like high school basketball.
Amen.
Crawford with his second three of the game. The young buck showing up here tonight. Here's Landon Wallace showing off his handles. Shakes up Metzler, puts it inside. Tucker Lack trying to go in, and he's going to draw the foul. And they're going to get Crawford for that. So Crawford with his first of the game, third team foul. Both teams have three. Sailors down 22-18 with 4:32 to play in the first half. It's Landon Wallace on the inbounds pass. He puts it up, finds Tucker Lack top of the key. Lack guarded by Crawford, works it over back to Wallace, far side top corner. Wallace is going to tell everybody to clear out. He runs off the pick. Now he sends it back into the corner, and he just plays pitch and catch for a moment as Wallace still handles it, guarded by Pollard. Wallace over to Lack, three ball. That one's off. Lindquist catches that one in midair. Now he's going to try to go coast to coast, pull up 10-footer, no good there. And that ball goes out of bounds. Do they give it to the Sailors? No, they say Lobos on that. And I don't know if that's the right play by Dawson Lindquist. I like the hustle, but I think in a situation like this where we just saw such a well-executed play with him and Devin Crawford, I think you just want to try to go back and do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Lindquist broke down the defense in the sequence prior and then found Devin wide open for the three, and I think that's more so what Michael Van Dahl is looking to do today.
Nice play there from Landon Wallace as he found the open man. Cody Jackson coming in from the baseline for two. 24-18. Sailors need a burst here. In the corner, Metzler work it around. Hansen real fast now. Crawford looking for somewhere to go with it. Cross court to Metzler. Pull up three. Can he hit it? No. Wallace and company working for the Lobos. Guarded by Crawford. Again, he tells everybody off. He's trying to run under the pick, trying to get to the rack. Here he goes. Nice little floater, and Pollard's there to pull that one down off the rim. No good. 24-18, still 3:17 left to play. Here we go. Hansen in the corner. I'd like to see him shoot a lot more. And, he should have pulled that one. We were both looking at him there. Behind the back pass from Piles. He's getting real nifty with it. If only he could throw in some points, too. Three ball from Hansen right as we're talking about it, baby. He was listening. Connor Hansen from the corner. Ice.
Piles with a nice move getting
Piles.
Connor's guy over there and dropping it off.
Piles is nice. Piles count tonight 12 points as Landon Wallace is able to answer. Piles count tonight 12 points, which he got last night.
Right on the head.
Right on the head. Right on the head.
Real nice work.
Crawford working, and it just gets poked away from behind. It'll stay Sailors ball. 26-21. Sailors just staying at arm's distance. Jake Kreisig going to check back in here. Pollard going to head out. That means Kreisig is going to be matched up with Hagman whenever he enters the game again. As Hansen works versus Piles. Piles now driving in. Throws a shoulder in the corner. Finds Crawford. Back out to Hansen. And that's going to be stolen away. Landon Wallace wide open layup, and he capitalizes. Errant pass from Hansen, 28-21.
Yeah, exactly. Connor Hansen kind of stared down Piles, and Wallace just seeing exactly where he's going with it.
Hansen now near side top corner, spins it over to Kreisig. Kreisig no look pass back to Crawford, and they're going to get Crawford for a travel. I guess that's a fair call. The ref was right next to him, which is, he can see it a lot better than we do, so I'm not going to criticize him for that. 1:59 on the clock, 28-21. Landon Wallace brings it up past half court. He calls the play. He's going to be guarded by Jake Kreisig, as Kreisig is toe-to-toe with him. Kreisig catches the pick. He sends it in the corner. Elijah Wood trying to dip out. Now Wallace, who has a shot in front of the Sailors bench. He gets by his man with one heck of a move to dust Granger Rowan. He couldn't finish it, though, and now it's Kreisig and company on the other end. Here's Piles. Pull up Jay. 10-footer. No good. Back iron and out. 1:24 to play in the half. 28-21. Sailors down by 7. semifinal game here at Steamboat Springs Shootout Kelly Meek Gymnasium. Lowen Epstein, Ryan Hansen, 105.7 KTYV, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com, where you can watch our live stream. And now a timeout taken by the Lobos. Want to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors here on 105.7 KTYV and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
We'd like to give a big shout out to Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned and operated bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Russell's Auto Salon, 879-1515. Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more by offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. The Paoli Group, if you're searching for your own prime real estate, give them a call at 870-0552. Again, that's 870-0552.
Sailors with 1:16 to go in this first half. It's blown by pretty quick, a lot faster than the girls' game, if you may. Not as many fouls, though, is a huge contributing factor.
Absolutely.
And so the Sailors trying to deal with the likes of Landon Wallace, who, besides Ocean Hagman, I mean, who you would think would be the main player on this team, Landon Wallace is nifty.
Yeah, absolutely, Lowen. Landon Wallace is a pass-first guy, but do not sleep on his scoring ability. He is a dynamic player.
I like this kid's game. Wallace gives it over to Cook. Elijah Cook handling it, guarded by Lindquist. Now back to Wallace. Wallace calling the plays, the floor general out there too, as he's going to find Cody Jacobson inside. Jacobson just dishes it back out to Wallace. Now he's going to take this one near midcourt. Hagman and Ethan Piles going after it here. And they're going to get Piles for a foul. And Coach Van Dahl doesn't like that. They were tussling.
Yeah, they got a nice tie-up down there in the post. Hagman trying to post up Piles, but Piles just not giving him the time of day.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. I was watching Wallace as he gets the inbound pass here. Hagman now going to be matched up with Lindquist on the inside. Now it's Wallace on the outside again. 44 seconds, clock ticking down in the first half. Sailors down by 7, 28-21. Crowd getting into it now as it's going to be Tucker Lack handling it. Little stutter step there back to Wallace. It looks like the Lobos want the last possession of this half as he's got 30 seconds on the clock. He blows by Rowan, gives it out to Lack. Now back to Hagman. Pump fake. Hagman with his right hand. Cross-court pass over to Ainsworth. Ainsworth back over to Wallace, and right just like that, we're back where we started. 15 seconds on the clock now. Here's Elijah Cook. Top of the key. Back to Lack. Will he take it? No. He gives it to Wallace. Back to Lack. 3-ball. No good there. It's pulled out. Wallace again. He gets the rebound. 3 seconds on the clock. Inside Ainsworth, and he gets it at the buzzer. And that does it for this first half of action. And boy, it has been a fun one so far, Ryan. 30-21, the Sailors are going to head into the locker room down by 9. For Ryan Hansen, I'm Lowen Epstein. We'll see you after the half.
Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Yampa Valley Bank. Hot stuff, hearts at home. Alpine Lumber, Celebration Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Russell's Auto Salon,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental,
and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
Steamboat Sailors Basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
Oh, what? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a football. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Hi, my name is JC May, and I'm a senior at the Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 21, and I play point guard. I've been playing basketball since 3rd grade. I also like to play lacrosse. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in 4-H. I'd like to go to college in Wyoming. I would like to play basketball in Wyoming if I could, but if not, it's not the end of the world. In 10 years, I see myself with a job, living on my own. My favorite subject in school is math, and my favorite movie is Pirates of the Caribbean. I like this movie because of the drama. So this summer, I raised a 4-H market swine named Ron, and I won reserve champion at the Rock County Fair. And as well, I went to 4 different basketball camps, all through PGC, which is Point Guard College Camp, in Boulder, Greeley, and 2 other places. I also went fishing a lot, just as stagecoach and Steamboat, Lake, and the river. My goal for this season is to create a positive environment for my peers and my community, and my goals for life are to strive. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the community. Once again, I'm JC May. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School, and I am proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors Basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the Ranch and Rural Property Specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in in the ranch division.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we've gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Hi, this is Josh Grover. My favorite thing about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and helps get it to kids in need. But they can't do it alone. Find out how you can help at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Kellen Adams, and I'm a sophomore. I'm number 10. I play point guard, and I've been playing for 10 years. I also like to play lacrosse, and I run cross country. Outside of school and sports, I like to fish. I'm not 100% sure where I'd like to go to college, but I know I want to go to a 4-year school. I'm not 100% sure if I would like to play college sport or not. In 10 years, I see myself with a girlfriend and a nice job. My favorite subject in school is math because it's the subject I understand the most. My favorite movie is Horrible Bosses. I like this movie because it's very funny and I like the comedy in it. Last summer, I went to a fishing trip in Honduras with my friend and hung out at the river and played a lot of spike ball. My goals for the season is to become a better player and improve my game. My goals for life are to have a successful job and family. What I remember most about being a sailor is the brotherhood and the friends I made on this team. My name is Kellen Adams. I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdowns. Dances.
Hot Stuff Hearth and Home is locally owned and operated, featuring all things heat, fireplaces, stoves, outdoor living, and more, and always providing quality expert service. Give them a call today at 879-7614 to schedule a service appointment or consultation for a whole new look. Hot Stuff proudly supports Steamboat Sailors basketball and are happy to keep the locals in the valley safe and warm. Hot Stuff Hearth and Home, located just off of Highway 40 next to Walgreens.
Go. Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is James Bogan. I am a senior. My number is 32. My position is a shooting guard. I've been playing basketball for 6 years. I also run cross country and track. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in my church as a leader for the younger kids. I like to go to college at University of Wyoming after 2 years at Colorado Northwestern Community College. I will not be playing any sports in college. I will just try and get my degree. I see myself in 10 years as being a game warden or any parks and wildlife officer. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Jurassic Park, the original. I like this movie because it's a original movie that I just enjoy. Last summer, I worked at an Autobot store to work off my car, and I ran cross country to help myself. My goal for this...
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few minutes into the third quarter of action here. Connor Hansen, black line three. Nothing but net. Puts the Sailors down by 6 now, 30-24. Hansen's going to handle it right back into the thick of things here. He finds Pollard on the inside. He's guarded by Hagman. Kicks it back out to Piles. Work it around. Lindquist pump fakes. Now he's going to drive in, crossover dribble. And there's going to be a whistle called here. Ryan, I know that first half there was a lot of things that the boys were struggling with, but there was also a lot of things that were good about it. And even though the majority of their points came from three-point shots, I mean, what if you're Coach Van Dahl, you go into the locker room, what are the things that you're putting an emphasis on?
Yeah, just knowing Coach Van Dahl and his play style, he definitely was looking to get more inside-out looks because those are really good looks as Ethan Piles misses a corner three.
And it's pickpocketed from behind. Here's Landon Wallace, Euro stepping his way to the rim, and that was disgusting. That move that he just put on Piles was unbelievable as he goes straight for two. I mean, sheesh. Landon Wallace. This kid is built different. As Dawson Lindquist handles it, spin move inside. That's a nice move on the other end, too. Landon Wallace and Dawson Lindquist just trading blows here like a heavyweight bout.
Dawson Lindquist right there with the Jack Martin-esque spin.
5:34 left to play in the third quarter, 32-26. Wallace, he's got such a good demeanor about him. He's got such a good set of pace as he gives it off to Hagman. Hagman, he's quick. He drives the baseline, loses it, but they're going to call him for a travel. That's a good call there by the referees as the Sailors will get it back. 32-26, Sailors down. It's Ethan Piles. Working left to right on your radio dial, donning number 5 for the boys in white. Shoots it over to Granger Rowan. Rowan looks for somewhere to go with it. He decides on Lindquist, pulls the three, and he hits nothing but bottom. 32-29, Dawson Lindquist putting the team on his back here in the third quarter. Wallace trying to answer. Work it around. Elijah Woods, pull up Jay. Nothing doing there. Out of bounds, Sailors ball. Dawson Lindquist in the face of Elijah Wood. Buries it. And the Lobos going to take a timeout. Steamboat student section loving it.
A nice push by the Sailors there right at the beginning of the third. Really getting things going on both ends of the floor, getting a nice stop there.
That's what you want to see, a lot of energy.
Yeah, exactly. They're drawing from their defensive energy, regardless of a made shot. They know they're playing as a team now rather than individual, just Ethan Piles dribbling it out or Dawson or one of the seniors, you know what I'm saying?
And so the Sailors trying to play catch-up for the majority of this game, 32-29. Just a couple points back. Ethan Piles comes out with his platoon clapping his hands and saying, let's go keep it up, boys. As Dawson Lindquist has the hot hand, expect them to probably dial his number up here on the next couple of possessions. Granger Owen's going to throw this ball in, and it's going to be Dawson Lindquist taking it up. Lindquist is going to be guarded by Alex Ainsworth. Ainsworth all over him at the top of the key. Lindquist goes between his legs, surveys the floor. Number 22, Dawson Lindquist, gives it back to Ethan Piles. Piles holds it above his head now. He's going to cross over dribble, give it back to Lindquist, steps back into the three-point range, steps forward, pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Wallace has it now for the Lobos. He's working. He's fast. He gets to the rack again, and it's and one. He's got a three-point play on his hands, and they're going to get Granger Rowan for the foul. Wow. He's quick.
Wallace just slicing right down through the head of the Sailors defense there. Acrobatic finish, too. defender's coming to help, gets the nice spin on the ball, little English on the ball, drops it right in, gets the and one there as he makes the free throw for 3 points.
So the 3-point play's converted. Sailors down 35-29 now. 4:19 left to go. Lindquist comes in, misses the floater, saves it from going out of bounds, gives it to Pollard over the head of Hagman. Can he get it to go? No, he can't. And now Wallace comes away with it. And there's a whistle. And they're going to say Dawson Lindquist gets called for the foul. Second of the day. Hanson takes a seat on the bench. Jackson Metzler checks in for him. And now it'll be Wallace and company trying to extend the lead for the Lobos. Conifer working past midcourt. Landon Wallace putting together a spectacular game here tonight. Travel called on his teammate Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood coming in as the leading scorer for Conifer, but so far having a quiet night.
And now it's going to be Granger Rowan. Rowan over to Pollard. Pollard inside. He's trying to post up versus Hagman. Hagman's not having it. Over to Rowan. Out to Metzler. 3-ball. Nothing doing. Pollard on the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Wallace now pushing the envelope here in the third. 35-29. It's Landon Wallace. Steps off the pick. Splits the defender. Sends it out to Cook. 3-ball. No good there. And Dawson Lindquist with a mental blunder there as he had complete control of it. He just lost it and it went out of bounds. So that's an empty possession for the Sailors. Coach Van Dahl's going to keep him in. Pull Granger Rowan out of the game. Alex Ainsworth will inbound it here in the offensive zone for the Lobos. 35-29, 3:17 on the clock, ticking. Landon Wallace looks down, finds Ainsworth. Over to Hagman. Hagman dead-eyeing Pollard. Oh my goodness, as that's Tucker Lack just showing off his handles there. I mean, he just broke out the whole 2K package.
Absolutely.
Good Lord. Tucker Lack. This team's got some talent, this Lobos team does. As Dawson Lindquist, 3-ball. Sailors, no good. Front iron, out of bounds. Lobos, ball. 35-29, 2:40 to play. Sailors student section looking to get back into this. Oh man, do I miss the days when it would be quiet and the energy wouldn't be there. And Matt Riniker all the way down. Dunks the ball. Oh man, those were the days. Fun times.
Fun times.
Matt Riniker playing at Mesa University in Grand Junction, Colorado. He's redshirting his freshman year, right?
Yeah, he's going to have 5 years total, but he's redshirting his freshman year.
We're wishing him all the best. I have a feeling he's going to have a great career there. I think he really will.
Easily.
Lobo's going to inbound it here. It's going to be Landon Wallace. Wallace runs off the pick, left-hand dribble, sends it out to his teammate. And it's going to be stolen away by the Sailors. Piles behind the back pass to get out of the double team, gives it over to Metzler. Now it's back to Lindquist. Now it's back to Metzler. Pitch and catch. Inside it's Pollard, blocked by Hagman again, and Pollard just has not been able to do anything against Hagman here tonight. Luckily he's going to go to the line for 2 though, as Hagman did catch a little skin there.
Hagman not happy with the call, as you can see.
Hayden Miller on the floor now too for the Lobos. As Pollard misses the first free throw. Checking in now is Cody Jacobson.
One thing about this Lobos squad is their main ball handler, Landon Wallace. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen him on the bench one time tonight.
Oh, I don't think there's any reason you'd want him on the bench.
With his level of talent, playmaking ability, I agree.
I mean, he's the whole reason that this is a 5-point game. The Sailors would be winning right now if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, terrific ball handler, passer, and scorer. He's really got it all.
Hagman takes a seat on the bench. Lobo's working. Here's Wallace again. I thought he was about to elevate and throw it down there. I don't know what to expect from this kid anymore, as he makes it a 7-point game. 37-30, $1:51 to play. Here's Ethan Piles. Crossover dribble, drives in. Little pass outside. Lindquist had the 3-ball. He's going to go in instead, and they're going to call a charge And that is Cody Jacobson drawing the foul. Lindquist gets called for the charge. The offensive foul. And so now the Sailors are going to put in play a full court press. Let's see if they can get a couple turnovers off this. Ainsworth throws it in. Wallace, home run ball, layup, good. I mean, this kid is unstoppable right now.
The way he times up his layups, gets everyone off their normal time.
The trailer looks like he's going to come blocking because Landon Wallace is only 5'10". I mean, he's a senior, he's a point guard, but he's nothing physically out of this world. And somehow he's got a good basketball sense.
Yeah, he's got that natural basketball IQ.
Exactly.
Just knows where things are going to develop and when he has the open shot.
Yeah, he reminds me of me if I was playing.
Absolutely.
No, I'm kidding. 39-30. 1 minute and a half to go. Piles, black line three, and he does it again, baby. We're not just raining, we're storming at Kelly Meek Gymnasium as Piles hits his second one of the night. 39-33, 6-point game. Holding call going to be called against the Sailors. That's Devin Crawford, his second of the game. Sailors got 5 team fouls in this second half.
The Lobos keeping it to 2 on the other hand, playing some very packed down 2-3 zone, kind of keeping it in together, kind of keying on our post players and just shifting around.
Wallace, both free throws good. He's automatic, 41-33 now. Ethan Piles handling it, near side top corner. Let's see if he can give this team another spurt of energy. Piles gives it over to Hansen. Hansen now at the top of the key. He's working versus Ainsworth. Gives it back to Piles. The two senior guards just running it right now for the Sailors. Behind the back, Piles almost loses it. He's working versus Wallace. Guard versus guard. Euro step to the rack. And he almost gets the and one, but he'll shoot 2.
A great move by Ethan Piles. Not only getting past his defender, but drawing another, getting that contact, and he'll have 2.
41-33 with Piles at the line. These are big free throws right here. Under a minute to play in the third. 54 seconds to be exact. Piles' first one trickles in. 41-34 now. And we're going to see a little change up here for the Lobos as Elijah Cook comes back in the game. And Ben Lack as well. Landon Wallace probably nearing 20 points at this point. He's probably around there in the 15 to 20 range, I think.
As Devin Crawford steers the rebound, draws the foul there, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
And that's that's just a really good position play by Devin Crawford. And like I said, I was talking with Vlad and Chase in the pregame show, in the pregame interview about this team, and this team is not one that's necessarily going to be chock full of stars. You can look at any one of these guys, but none of them is going to be your 20 points per game just star stud. This is a role-playing team. Everyone knows where they fit in, and we just saw a perfect example from Devin Crawford right there. 41-34. 40 seconds on the clock. It's ticking down. Third quarter of action. As Landon Wallace, he looks gassed, but he's going to drive in, and he goes for another one, and that one is the first thing he's missed all night. Piles is able to get the rebound there, and we've got 30 seconds on the clock. 41-34. Here's Connor Hansen over to Devin Crawford. Crawford looking for somewhere to go with it. He's guarded by Tucker Lack. Now he gives it back to Ethan Piles. There's 15 seconds on the clock. Sailors looking for a last-second bucket here. 10 seconds now, and the countdown commences. Here we go. It's Ethan Piles. Crossover dribble. Drives it with his right hand. He's going to be blocked by Landon Wallace under the basket. And that was sensational defensive effort by Landon Wallace, who's just covering all. He's covering the whole court like a center fielder. I mean, it's incredible.
He's just a hawk roaming the court on the defensive end as well.
5.9 seconds to go. 3, 2, one last shot. Hansen, can he get it off? And he does. No, it's nothing doing there. So 41-34 is your score after 3. The Sailors down by 7 points as we head into the fourth. And we'd like to say another shout out to some of our sponsors here. As on 105.7 KTYV, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
I'd like to give a shout out to Celebrations, formerly Celebrations of Kids. It's fun for kids of all ages. Check out brand new arcade games, a 1,600 square foot candy store, and 25 flavors of Hawaiian shaved ice, plus more. Schedule your party today at steamboatcelebrations.com. Hot Stuff Hearth and Home is locally owned and operated, featuring all things heat, fireplaces, stoves, outdoor living, and more. And always quality, expert service. Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends coming to town, call us at 970-879-8000 for the Locals Connection discount. Again, that's 970-879-8000 for the Locals Connection discount.
Ryan down by 7 here in the fourth quarter, looking to start 2-0 on the season and advance in this home tournament. Somebody's got to make a play, and who do you think that person may be?
It's definitely going to be either Piles or maybe even Connor Hansen coming off the bench here. Well rested, but also Michael Van Dahl probably preaching, whoever stops Landon Wallace, if you can stop Landon Wallace, you might be able to stop the Lobos.
You can take whatever shot you want. That's why Ethan Piles has been shooting so many black line threes, because usually you get yelled at, but he's playing good defensive ball, so it doesn't matter. Crawford handles it. He's going to give this over to Ethan Piles as we tip off this fourth quarter. Piles doing a nice job tonight of getting to the rack, aside from shooting threes from 10 feet out. And he's going to head to the free throw line for two. They're going to get, I think they're going to get Ben Lack on this one. That's the 15th foul for the Lobos as well. So a pretty even game here tonight as Piles drops in the first one. 6-point game now. 35-41, fourth quarter. Winner of this will move on to play Eagle Valley. Loser goes on to play Colorado Academy in the third place game. Eagle Valley with a stunning win today over Colorado Academy. Huge upset as they beat a top 10 team in the state. And they move on to the championship of this Steamboat shootout. Ben Lack handling it for the Lobos. 41-36 as Piles drained both free throws. Ball goes out of bounds. That's a clutch turnover for the Sailors as they get it back. Dawson Lindquist going to check into the game, and Connor Hansen's going to take a seat.